Well, it was a very frosty night. Not snow, but hopefully the camera's picking up the frost here and all over the bushes. Well, good morning. What a night. I hope, as you saw there, the frost everywhere. It got down to 25 last night. And yeah, it was cold. It was darn cold. You know, the vinyl up on our camper doesn't particularly keep the heat out or the cold out or the heat in. So our heater was running a lot last night, and we only set it at like 55, 50, something like that. So it was working overtime. In fact, we have pretty small propane tanks, and according to our little electronic meter, it said it used about 20% of our volume last night. So that's quite a bit. So, all right, this is the road into Granite Hot Springs. A little bumpy, just like most dirt roads are. Maybe not quite as bad as the Green River Lakes road, but I thought you might like to look at the mountain peaks here. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Here at Granite Hot Springs, there's the pool. I guess they drain it every night. It's much hotter up where the water comes in, and then it's about 100 degrees out. They have two changing rooms. There goes Carol. They have two changing rooms, one for men, one for women. That area right over there is the hot area where it comes in. Anyway, it's warm here. I don't know that we would have done this if it was still like 34 degrees. So there's the restroom over there. Not sure where these are. Little picnic tables up there. There's a bit of a panorama of the hot springs as you walk in. And this is the path down back to the car. So you do have to walk fairly far. We have a handicap sticker, which again I'll explain later, but we still had to walk quite a bit. We had to walk all the way down this path, across the bridge, and then you can barely see the truck maybe past the trees there. In case you can't tell, Trigger does not like horses. Hey, well, Granite Hot Springs is wonderful. It's really nice to be warm like that. But there is, as we were driving up the road, there was like a little bonus for us that we weren't expecting to see. So that's coming up here in a moment. I'll share the reveal with you. Maybe I won't be able to reveal it with the angle we're at. Here's a shot of the falls from downstream. I'll walk up closer and get a better view. Can't miss that rock up there. Wow. Crazy. Let's zoom in. All right, we just got something to eat in Jackson, and here's the Tetons. Yeah, my first trip here was in 1981. Then I think it was probably 30 years later that Carol and I came out here.
I think I was here in the 60s, but I don't remember.
I don't think it counts if you don't remember.
I don't think it counts.
I don't think it counts. Actually, this might be the barn that's one of the most photographed barns. Oh my God, it's being photographed. I can see why a lot of people take pictures of this with the Tetons in the back. Maybe with some good light. But, although I did see another barn down the way. Alright, so here's another cabin. This is pretty much down at what the end of appears to be what they're calling Mormon Row. It was kind of interesting to me, not being a Mormon. I always thought that the Mormon settlements were pretty much in Utah. And it was when I came here in '81 that I discovered that no, they had spread out quite a bit in support of their Salt Lake community. Or is it this barn that's the most photographed? I guess that's the $64 million question. Is it this barn? Or is it this barn? Well, I think it is this latter barn, even though I like the other one better myself. We just turned off the highway here, and on the map, I can't remember if it was on the map on my iPhone or if it was, I described the area out here as dispersed camping. Hopefully we aren't being misled. like we were at Willow Lake. Beautiful area. It's our campsite. We're actually planning on going in a little further, but we saw this little spur road. We weren't sure if that would lead us over to the other area. It didn't. It dead ends here. We are literally parked probably 10 to 15 yards outside of the park boundary for the Teton National Park. And unfortunately the sun's right there, but you can kind of get an idea of the fact that we have a wonderful view of the Tetons, except for the power lines. And here's the boundary marker. Okay, so we are at the end of the night, and I'm going to whip the camera around real quick so you can see the beautiful half moon that we are seeing right now. Hope you can see it. Well, hopefully you can see the Tetons behind us. And we chose this spot because it's nice and open and we could get good solar, and that's important for us to keep our solar up. It was a great day. We were planning on going in a little further, but quite honestly, we started off with about 9 miles of bumpy road. And then we went out to the Granite Hot Springs, which was awesome, on a bumpy road and out. It was about 8 miles in, 10 miles in and 10 miles out. Found the falls, which was kind of a surprise. We didn't really know. We weren't expecting to see the falls there.
That was beautiful.
So then we drove out the 10 miles, again, a bumpy road. So we came in here and it was bumpy roads. There was a little side road. It wasn't on our route per se, but there was a nice side road, and so we decided to take that, and we found 3 designated campsites. The first 2 were tent campsites, and then this one was a nice little turnaround, kind of call it a pull-through area, which we obviously don't need with just the truck, but it was awesome. Beautiful all around, except for the power lines behind us, which you might be seeing. But hopefully you're also seeing the Tetons behind us. So the other thing, I think just to make a point, what was my point?
About Mormon Row?
I don't know.
I just wandered right off the point.
This is called Senior Moment.
Yeah.
I was going to make a point about something, but oh well. So
We'll come to him tomorrow and he'll go, oh yeah, by the way.
Yeah, by the way. But anyway, we had the National Forest volunteers come up here and basically say that
This was the best spot.
this is the best spot. Tomorrow, we have a lot of driving. We are going to end up going out to a pretty cool place, I hope. It's supposed to be really cool. but otherwise it's going to be a lot of driving. We'll probably cut in a few times just to check in and stuff. But
show
other
you
than
the
that,
scenery along the way.
right, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Although definitely the smoke has become more prevalent out here than it was earlier in the trip.
Yeah, it's really hazy.
Really hazy. So, but like I said, hopefully, and I'll move the camera over, you'll see the Tetons in the background with the sun going down behind them. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.